from the Viking land. He could probably
MacGyver
forge a rail.
But here we go, we're getting live on Cure. It is the grand final between Toxic and baksteen. First map Cure. This is going to be interesting. baksteen very good here also. baksteen going to get, he knows all the spawns too, like how to spawn frag and stuff. So and it's a new map, so the new knowledge, the new tricks aren't known yet. But baksteen may be the one driving him forward, pioneering these tricks. And great rail to begin with. He's got a red coming up in 12 seconds, and a Toxic who hasn't got all the weapons, but Toxic might get aggressive here, he does!
It's good, I mean,
doesn't have LG.
He's doing damage, but does he know that baksteen is positioned at the red armor? Because right now he doesn't know if he's up or below.
Oh no! I was hoping he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that versus a normal guy, and if you do that versus Tox.
He knows Toxic's got to be, well, I guess he didn't know, but...
he's not weak at all.
And it's like, he's going to be waiting, he's baiting that red armor.
Yeah. I mean, Tox was hitting 53% LG on that fight.
Yeah, so it's been switched. baksteen has to make sure he doesn't make those errors again.
If he doesn't have an LG, he's doing it again. Yeah. He doesn't have an LG, he's just gonna die, baksteen. Don't do that. That's just gonna be bad for you. Unless he hits like a rocket and bounces Tox away while he's doing that. That almost worked. But he's probably going to give up on another frag right now. And Tox is looking so composed on the map.
It's the map of baiting items. The thing about red armor is, if you look at the way this room is, look at the stairs. If you're here...
Whoa, baksteen!
Whoa, what a steal from baksteen!
He didn't steal it.
He didn't?
No. That's the worst part.
What?
He went there and didn't get it.
Oh man, that sucks. I thought
it sucks, really.
But yeah, if you look at the architecture around the red armor room, you can see you've got the stairs opposite the red, which means that if you're standing with rockets at the red and you're trying to take a fight with someone who's LG standing at the top of the stairs, you're never going to hit them, and they're going to get perfect LG on you. You're just going to be stuck in the red box till you die.
But it's red and it shines.
Like this, exactly like this.
Exactly.
3 damage.
In Tox, his LG it's still on stable 46%.
He's got higher rockets than he has LG.
And needs to rocket jump more.
Toxic and maybe he actually should want to take this, and there you go. baksteen does punish him.
Oh,
and again,
twice!
Beautiful.
Very good rails. If he is fast enough, he can actually challenge for the red.
He's got to do it. Where is he? He's late.
Misses.
It's too late. Toxic gets away with a little bit of an edge here now. Moving into the next yellow, the next Mega red at the same time though, so this could be an interesting.
The Tox know this map well enough just to play the frenzy from now on. Because we know that if he is to lose the control, he will not lose it in a frag.
Yeah.
He probably wants to lose it in a fight and he'll just back away and play the frenzy from there on. Or he might just think that right now he doesn't want to challenge for any more items.
Toxic makes his way over to the Mega. And baksteen gets away. He does actually net some health there. Toxic didn't do quite as much damage as he potentially could have done. So that's good news for baksteen. But here Toxic is trying to set a trap outside the teleporter exit. And as red is coming up,
does he know that baksteen is right below him though?
I don't know, but here he is. He's still creeping around. Gonna make the drop onto the red, and this time it's gonna be baksteen who makes the trap. But Toxic picks up the red mid-fight, and baksteen gets the frag.
Exactly.
Beautiful stuff from the Dutchman there to swing things back into his favor, and he's gonna get a free Mega. Absolutely perfect for baksteen, but he's got to keep this going.
Yeah, and how does oh god, that rail is gonna help him so much. How does Tox want to play this now? Does he want to be aggressive? It looks like he wants to still be aggressive, and it's probably not the best decision right now because baksteen is so well positioned. Tox gonna get the red, he's gonna die for what?
Direct rocket.
Yeah, that
saves him.
Yeah.
What health is Toxic on?
90, 50. He's still super stacked right now, and look at that. Oh god.
Oh, he's dead.
baksteen, why?
He didn't know what to do.
Exactly.
It's like, you Mega Swan, he's like, I don't know what to do. There's no health.
I mean,
what do I do?
How big does your opponent's force have to be for a guy like baksteen runs out of options? Because baksteen was completely clueless of what to do over there. I'm just gonna
no health.
throw myself at you and then have a new restart.
There's so little for him to do. He wanted to get the Mega or something, but
and baksteen is a very creative guy. We always expect him to come up with the most ridiculous solutions.
Great rail. Baksteen's hitting some rails so far, hitting 50%. The long range rails in this map are very, very, very important. You never want the opponent to get into a critical armor stack. Toxic going for the fight. baksteen missing a lot of LG, but hits just enough to take down the Toxinator. And there's the Mega.
Oh, Tox dropping down.
Knows baksteen is pretty low.
Yeah, but it doesn't have an LG. That's what he wants.
He misses the shot. He knows Toxic wants to go for the LG. And he misses the shot. Okay, baksteen now. Very little options after missing those rails. Had he hit those rails, he has options.
Tox
now
knew exactly what were baksteen's plans
that was the only option he had left. Toxic knew he missed those rails, so that's his only option, to stand as far away as possible to do a shot. And that was the only place he could come from. So beautiful, smart play from Toxic to realize this. And that's the problem. You got to understand sometimes that your opponent reads your options, not just you.
Exactly. You have to keep track of your opponent's stack, your opponent's items, his options. You need to keep track of everything at this level of play. This is why these two are in the finals.
Yeah, you're gonna, and it's like, actually, I think there's a saying: know yourself, know your enemy. It's like you have to know all the information about yourself and the information that your enemy has about you, because that informs him as to what his strategy will be.
Exactly. And
there you go. baksteen goes for a pleasure. This is the best engagement baksteen could have, and he has to keep hitting rockets. Oh, he misses the rail.
One rail would kill
Oh
Tox.
no, that could have been the turning point for baksteen. Much like Matrox on Toxicity. It could have been that incredible turning point, but no.
Why does he come back for this yellow? I mean, with the plasma there, unless you with 10 direct bolts, you're not gonna do much there. And now he gave Tox a free Mega and probably the red as well. Unless he can protect it before Tox gets there. He's gonna try it. Good rocket. Tox just needs to get out.
Toxic does get out of there, 115 health. He escapes with, looking for the angles. Always spots baksteen on the close angle. And Toxic is not super stacked. If baksteen gets a good engagement, it's all over for Toxic. But can he find that engagement? Mega's coming up, the red's coming up. Red first, in fact. So Toxic, is he going to shy away? Looks like he's going to go from above. See if he can get some damage. Sneaky rail from above, perhaps. Not giving away any sound cues. Where is baksteen? There. This is the position that gives you options. Beautiful rail. Now he gets to decide what to do. Picks up the green, and it didn't take much.
He doesn't need to do anything right now. Just can afford to take these defensive positions. He's baksteen. Now just needs to back off again.
This is Toxic's knowledge as a Quake player. Look at this positioning he's been using. Oh man! Oh, he even hits that rail before he dies. Oh, what? Beautiful! How does baksteen know this? Look, and
I wouldn't be surprised if he just got spawned right until the end of the game. This is something you can easily do at Toxicity. So if Toxicity comes, if he's to be played at this final, I think that's going to be a clear win for baksteen.
Yeah, this is a great first match between these two. So, Toxic going to go for the engagement. Oh man, baksteen has to hit, and he does. Gets the frag on Toxic.
He's getting fragged super fast right now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm sounding a bit biased because I want baksteen to come back on Cure so much. I don't know. My unbiased commentary should come back. But that was just amazing. And I'm rooting for the good game. And bakseen's giving it to us with kills like that. But he's got 5 frags now to make the tie up the game in 2 minutes. And if he keeps making those spawn frags, like you say, he can make it happen. And here he goes. Going to drop down. Where's Toxic? Nowhere to be seen this time. It must be so scary to drop for that red. You're like, you're so scared that Toxic will just come out with a lightning gun in his hand.
Even
you're like,
if you have
God, not again.
Collective health and armor, it's scary.
There's the Mega up on the spot. Toxic, is he playing? Is he doing this? Is he going to go play the super defensive game?
There he is.
This is the thing that can just
look at the damage he just did. Tox, one rail would kill baksteen. Unfortunately, from oh god, who's gonna connect with it? Oh, Tox does, and that's probably gonna be GG.
Yeah. He went for the and this is it. Again, Toxic knows. Toxic basically just showed us that little area there, the upper area, that's the place you go.
Exactly. That's the place you go to play defensive.
Exactly. It's like on Lost World, the lightning gun area. It's like on Furious Heights, it's like the grenade launcher area.
The Tox spot.
Exactly. It's like what
he has his spot on all the maps.
I'm trying to think of another spot like this. There's not really on campgrounds actually.
I don't know. In campgrounds you can play it in very different ways.
Airwalk there isn't really a good spot. It tends to be pillars around the pillars area when it's campgrounds.
But I don't really like the pillars there because you can just be super passive there.
It's not great.
Cooler does hide there.
Yeah. What else is there? But we're getting live. I'll think of more after this. Toxic, baksteen. Toxic is 1 map up in this best of 5 grand final against baksteen. He put on a great performance against the Toxinator. He gets the start of the rocket rail red, yellow. He chooses the low option instead of going up high. And the thing about this is, Toxic has the LG, and baksteen doesn't. So that's what he has to basically be careful of.
I mean, in Tox, picking the high position when his opponent has the rail means he can easily just drop.
Beautiful. One more. One time. Looking for the next rail. This is great because he did enough damage. He needs to get himself the LG ASAP. Oh, okay. He takes that route. He hits another rail.
What?
Whoa, the rocket. Albert won and returned.
What is this?
And
look at the dodge from Tox. Oh god, 14 hit points.
That was just ridiculous series of events.
Like, yeah, from both players, showcasing such a high combat skill level.
It's not standard at all, what we just saw there from both players off the start. And baksteen right now is going to try to replenish himself, but if we look at Toxic, he's pretty damn stacked. Let's go back to baksteen for a moment to see how he will play this out of control. He'll pick up another yellow and make his way over to the LG once more.
Because obviously versus these players, if you want to take a frag, you're going to have to give up your control for it. Because of the damage that will happen on the fight. It's very, very hard to get clean fights.
Very smart
at this level. Yeah.
Took away the reds, understood which one Toxic was going for, and now he's in the Tox spot. And he spots Toxic, gives away his position.
He's on the Tox spot and he spots Tox.
Exactly. But it's unfortunately he shot a rail there. Toxic didn't know where he was. So he's lost that advantage of surprise he once had. And the red's coming up, and baksteen's going to drop for it. Looks like Toxic wants to close the distance with LG. Oh, baksteen could have dropped there, but he didn't decide to do that. He's going to go for damage instead from above and onto the Mega, which is the other option. He didn't hit the rail though, but he does get the Mega clean.
Delayed Tox enough.
Okay. Yeah, okay, he's going to go for this yellow.
Doesn't need it, just wants to deny resources from Tox. Doesn't want, let's Tox stack up.
Where is Toxic? Where is Toxic? baksteen says. He hears him from below there with the red pickup. baksteen has the information now. And he hears Toxic. He's going to go through the teleporter. baksteen there to deny him. baksteen going to drop down to try and cut him off should he want to double back through to the teleporter. And this is the kind of read that can cost you items. But he didn't stick around. He didn't commit to it too hard, so he's okay.
Yeah, you know that at 8 seconds, that's when he can go to the Mega to still have enough time to get back onto the red. And that's already risking too much, because if Tox came out, tried to shoot the rail, it would delay the baksteen enough to get back onto the red for him.
And Toxic he's really disappeared on this map right now. He's merged into the walls like a ninja, become a ghost, haunting Furious Heights at the moment. There he is. And this is a great spot for him. Gives him a lot of options for escape, a lot of options for which way to go should he read baksteen's position from the item pickups or the sound cues. And baksteen going to go for the Mega. He takes a lot of damage. Toxic loves this situation. baksteen's really low, but he hits the rail into Toxic. Toxic did so well there. He came off even because he fell back onto the red. Yeah. Now baksteen has to get this pressure right. He wants to come out ahead. He's got to deal damage here. And Toxic's going to go for the fight. And oh man.
baksteen, he wanted to do damage there. He wanted to put the pressure, but he did not. He wasn't reading Tox to still be aggressive there. And look at that spawn right off the frag just gave Tox all the control. Luckily for baksteen, both major items are going to be up. But he's at the rail. Tox isn't near the red, so I guess baksteen is going to get this red. Yep.
Toxic with the Mega pickup is going to be able to assert himself now straight on.
Look at the plasma from baksteen there.
He can just go for
so much. 2 hit points on baksteen, but the damage he did right now is
that can save him.
34% plasma.
Yeah, that can save him.
That is a lot. Disgusting.
Yeah, if you manage to stop them through the choke point, and like, that's amazing. Toxic was going for the brute forcing his way through, but he got stopped too much and took too much damage there.
It's really hard to do that just with the LG. You need like to shoot the first rocket, and if that bounces him, just go in. If not, you'd find another way out. And Tox did find another way as he kills baksteen. Yeah. Again, and probably gonna get another spawn frag in here.
Uh-oh.
Needs to delay the red a little bit, not to clash with the Mega. Anybody doesn't, he's Tox, he doesn't need it.
It's really racking up for Toxic now. 3 frags, 5 minutes into this. It's not match point. It's if he does win this though, he does go on to match point.
But let's not forget that when baksteen beat Cypher, how was it? Wasn't it? He was 2 maps down and then he won.
Yes. Yeah. And there was a silence along the way, which Cypher didn't know so well. So that really played
there's
into
toxicity as well.
But Toxic knows toxicity, even though you say
he just doesn't like it. I wonder if that's a trick. He just says everyone he doesn't like on the list. Like, are you kidding? This is my city.
My city. Toxicity. Nice, very nice. So right now, if we look over to baksteen, his options are low at the moment. He needs to keep stacking up and dealing damage from afar. So the red is spawning, and Toxic's going to go for that. Look at that, beautiful play. Comes out the teleporter to deny damage from baksteen, or at least trade it. And that's a much better situation than what baksteen's option is, which is to trade, or rather not to trade, but to get damage for free, like that. Damage for free.
Wow!
Oh wow!
That's
Balls.
so ballsy there.
So ballsy. The balls on baksteen, almost weighing him down. He can barely move.
He's now ballsteen.
Ballsteen.
Oh, but that's not the kind of moves you want to do versus anyone.
He hits even more rails there.
He still needs 2 more, and he's missing now. Oh, yeah, Tox was just super ready for that.
And you can see the items spawning now. We're coming up in the spot. Oh wow, beautiful rail there from Toxic.
Obviously, the players need to base their decision on the items, but they do not have the item timer as we spectators do. They have to calculate all that in their heads.
Cheating. And Toxic has dealt so much damage to baksteen, it's just he's a stone's throw away from getting the kill. And he doesn't. Wow, baksteen actually managed to survive that rail. So Toxic may also be surprised, and baksteen stole away the red as well. So he one position there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, what did he care though? Because baksteen, with all the rail Tox hitting, baksteen had like 10 HP, and Tox just knew that he could finish the kill whenever he wanted to.
3 minutes left now, and there's 6 frags difference. Baksteen is just running into the wall that is Toxic. He's hitting quite well, is baksteen, but the thing is that Toxic remains steady on all the items, and he gets good prediction, always cutting baksteen off, because baksteen may be a bit too transparent with his plays, because when baksteen has a railgun, every option he takes is a rail-based option, and Toxic knows, based on the stack that he's allowed baksteen to have, what rail options he has, and then he reads that and he's like, okay, so you're going to be here. And he closes the distance, stands in front of him with a lightning gun or a rocket, and then baksteen dies.
Exactly.
Even if he hits the rail, it's often not.
It's not just having that option. You need to make your opponent think you're not going to take that option. The mind game is just excruciating at this level, as it's so high.
And baksteen will get a nice rail there. A Mega Steel as well to boot.
I wonder, this is one of the reasons why Eagle is so good, because people think that he has an option, and he just goes for the most ridiculous options in the world, and he still gets the job done.
Yeah, like that drop down rail.
He's like, you don't even have this option, why are you doing this? And he just, I don't care, I'm gonna kill you. And he does get the frag.
So Toxic has to defend it, he's not gonna do so, but he dealt like 200 damage there in the process. Always dealing so much damage before he dies. You can see
and that plasma spam is a signal that baksteen cannot come in threat. It's gonna come anyway because he really doesn't have any more options. Look at the plasma there from Toxic, 27%.
Yep, and now a minute and a half left, 7 frags difference. Baksteen is looking at a miracle to make this happen, or we move into match point for Toxic on the 3rd map. And as you say, if we arrive onto toxicity, then perhaps baksteen will have a much better time, as he is quite proficient there, but we shall see. It's all up in the air. I mean, if Toxic hits his 90+%,
yeah,
GG. It's but that's the thing with toxicity though, you have to have confidence that the momentum can shift. You have to have confidence that you can do it too, and because that's like that's what it's about. Like you're saying on Cure, the thing with toxicity is that you can get loads of frags back to back, those long range rails on the spawns and so on. It's always possible, much like Hectic, always possible. You gotta believe yourself, and you gotta believe in yourself. There's Toxic trying to do a trap on the red. Baksteen will get it, but it's too little too late, as we see a 6 frag difference with 40 seconds remaining on the board. Is going to mean that baksteen... Okay, well he dies there. There you go. What do you think though of baksteen so far?
I think he's playing well, but he needs to come up with the unpredictable moves he is known for, because Tox is just reading him perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, this kind of play got him to the finals, but when you get to the finals, you need to step up your game even more. And he hasn't done it yet.
And as far as Toxic forms go, what do you like about Toxic's form?
I like everything about Toxic. Right now, I like everything about him. He's just amazing.
What do you think is his biggest strength?
His biggest strength? I would say his ability to stay in, to understand exactly his opponent's decisions. Because he knows that when he can be aggressive and when he doesn't need to be aggressive. He just understands that perfectly.
Exactly, taking the wisdom of Kula to heart. And we're going to move on to map number 3 as good games are called between these players. 10-3 the final score on Furious Heights, and it now goes to a 2-0 lead for Toxic in this grand final. And if you guys are enjoying this Quake live action, remember to hit that follow button and check out FACEIT.com, register, play, get involved in some FACEIT Cups yourself. You can play the Points Cups. If you want to win some fancy Razor gear, you can redeem those points on our store on the website. So go check out FACEIT.com too. If you are, after watching Toxic hit 90% rail, just kind of tingling, hands are tingling, you gotta play some, then that's your one-stop shop for playing. And Toxic right now is definitely looking in good form, and it's a shame that we saw Evil go out actually, because the Evil Toxic clash is always very interesting. It's always very nice to see both players with such amazing aim and such amazing plays behind them. I think Evil's has a better record though against Toxic at the moment.
Yeah, I think he does.
So anyway, Toxic and baksteen, match point on Lost World. There's no railgun here.
But this is baksteen signature map. And this is the map where you can upset Tox in all forms and ways. But look at Toxic, super aggressive right off the start. He's gonna get the first frag. baksteen wasn't counting on Tox to be that aggressive. And Tox, knowing that baksteen is the one that needs to come up with the aggressive moves, he comes up with one in himself and just caught baksteen completely off guard there.
Yeah, that was pretty mental. 30 seconds have passed and Toxic finds himself a quick one for the lead. But control is not secured just yet. baksteen still has options.
Well, baksteen doesn't have any weapon yet. Tox just sees him and he's like, okay, no, he probably, if anything, you'll have a shotgun.
Yeah, the rocket jump up there to
he let
the LG advantage.
You let baksteen get a mega. But he doesn't need a mega just yet, he just needs to maintain the position. Yeah, and it's so scary, like, if you have Tox in the center position, how the hell are you going to take him out of there?
Yeah, I think you could say giving the mega away could potentially be a mistake, because he was really kind of eager to rocket jump up to abuse the fact that baksteen didn't have a lightning gun. He did. He's like, oh my god, you can't fight back against me in mid-ranges. But then baksteen with the drop managed to steal it away. So he did get back to the open area after the yellow pickup there. So baksteen still, even despite the mega pickup, he's not out of the woods yet. He's very far from it.
Look at the little fake rocket jump by Tox. baksteen isn't really bothered by that though.
Let's have a look at baksteen's point of view as he tries to take away a yellow. Got a position, wants to deal damage on the exit of Tox, but doesn't manage to get it. There is a yellow pickup, and baksteen, he has a mega time, so this could work out for him. Because that's his aim, more or less. Get the shards. They're not there yet, but get the shards, get your armor up a little bit, or just go straight to mega. If you have the mega time, you have enough armor, that's your play out of control. He gets it. And now he's going to make a play for the red. He gets it as well. What is Toxic doing?
He was in the mega right after baksteen took it. He didn't realize it, and he hung there for too long.
Oh, great LG from both players here. But Toxic's the one who survives there. He had the LG off the bounce pad to start
baksteen, he was hitting 48% there, but Tox, you know how much he hit in that fight?
How much?
57.
Yeah, he had the initial burst off the jump pad. And I thought that what baksteen was doing was enough though. But look at this, he gets a quick 2 more frags on the spawns there. So that, I feel like...
Oh, great damage by baksteen. He's even gonna get the frag.
Brute force coming into play. Great stuff from baksteen. The Dutch
and the
flying master, right after. The flying Dutchman.
Isn't that Vu?
Well, I was about to say he's gonna steal the title away from Vu. With moves like that. And he does like to fly, does baksteen.
He likes to grenade jump.
Exactly. And that was so needed. A very well timed attack from baksteen.
What? That was weird from Tox Puff.
Yep, baksteen dropped above him with the LG to stop that. And baksteen's back in the driving seat. So a very key play. Oh wow, that was insane
God, damage from Tox there. That was bad.
He must be hitting like 60 LG at this point.
Nice heal on 40 because he's spamming a lot.
But that was a lot of damage. But baksteen's still able to run control. He's got to worry about this mega. Look, Toxic there to greet him, but he's not hitting enough out of this teleporter. He hits just enough to get the frag, but
7 seconds? I mean, if Tox gets a good spawn, he can just aggress onto the mega.
Oh well, baksteen taking the risk of going for the health there, the 50 and everything.
And now, yeah, That was perfect. Instead of having
Oh, direct in the face. Toxic. Gonna go down. Beautiful.
Wow. I mean,
Baksteen.
baksteen is just doing all the right moves and he's connecting.
Again, good damage from Baksteen. Gonna get the frag.
Oh, he
Oh,
does.
wow.
Look at his health. He's
Was that
He's
worth it?
whittling away.
I don't know.
He's even gonna deny this LG there.
I don't know if that was worth it. He took so much damage there. It's
He needs to keep. Oh, it was worth it now because he's still. Oh, but he lost the position. But major items are gonna be up now. Is he gonna take it? Yeah, he took the mega. Well, about the red.
and Red is still up.
Yeah, Baxton's gonna get the red as well, so totally worth it. Tox just let that one sleep away.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge risk from Baksteen, which initially didn't pay off, but Toxic's complacency allowed Baksteen to replenish and get back in the game. And with a 1 frag lead, 5 minutes into this, and he's setting up a trap. He knows Toxic's out of control, and he does
Good
find
rocket.
Toxic. Where is Toxic now? Let's have a look. He's over at Mega, so we switch back to Baksteen. And we can see a rocket jump up here. And the Mega is there for him. Toxic's nowhere to be seen though, so he's not going to get a time on it.
He's gonna be too busy collecting the yellows for the next couple of minutes. Or
Toxic
collecting just the same yellow, because I don't think Baxton is gonna let him get both, as he
Toxic
denies the other.
really has to slow it down against Baksteen if he has any hope in this one. He's got to get the yellows, he's got to get the item times, then make a play around the map, or he may even go for a trap on the open map with the LG, because he's such an LG beast. But we shall see as Baksteen makes his way up into the open, into center map here. He doesn't spot anything, has to fall back onto the item. He really wants to find Toxic. He doesn't want this to be so fragile. You know, a 1 frag lead is so fragile against a player like Toxic. And Toxic going to go for the LG trap, in fact. And look at the damage coming out from both players here. It's really good. And
4 HP. I mean, considering Baxton added 200 stack advantage on that fight, I don't.
Oh.
That's all you can say, isn't it? I can't really say
much.
anything else in these fights.
These situations are so close, and I can tell you why Toxic took that fight as well. Because to him, an LG ambush on a huge stack deficit is as much as just like let's say 1.5 seconds of your opponent moving upstairs. Because when you're moving upstairs, you're able to connect a lot more LG, and
Yeah, and the knockback becomes so much more important.
yeah, it's much harder for your opponent to dodge because there's nothing, because you're falling backwards onto the stairs. So that was basically the trap in Toxic's head, and it almost worked.
Yeah, Baxton got out of there with 4 HP.
It's an unusual trap as well to commit so heavily to, but Toxic again, he wants those LG options because he's so confident. And he knows the weakness of Baxton is going to be those LG fights. But Baxton with a 3 frag lead now against Toxic is bringing stuff back, so mad props to him so far. Oh, it's Toxic.
Nice trap there by Baxton. Or counter trap even. And Toxic really
drops.
didn't get anything.
He always gets Baxton so low, it's unbelievable.
But he didn't really get anything other than yellows. He only picked up 2 reds and 2 megas.
Right, he's done 500 more damage.
Yeah.
Good rocket on the exit from Baksteen. Got the mega as well. It's going to make his way to try and deny some yellows. Toxic is going to be able to get 1 yellow at least, like perhaps, unless Baksteen goes insane. But I don't know. This is not good for Baksteen to go insane here. He just has to hold on for 2.5 minutes. Just cycle items. Make sure that Toxic can't set any traps against you, and keep all the fights on your terms, and then you win. That's what Baksteen has to be thinking. Cycle items, keep the fights on my terms.
Yeah, because just going for a finishing fight is so risky. And look at this. This might be the fight that seals the game, and Baxton just wins it. Right there, with 2 minutes to go, 5 frags to make up for. The Mega is gonna be up, and Tox, he can't even. Oh, he can actually steal the Mega if he decides to go for it. Oh, but he misses the shotgun, which is not usual at all.
Yeah, Tox definitely not making some of the best decisions here. He had a lot of opportunities where Baksteen was weak to steal away items, but Baksteen was taking risks. And you can see Baksteen came out ahead because of the risks he took. For example, some of the fights, let's say he hadn't gone and after the fight hadn't gone to pick up the 25 and then the 50, which is super risky.
It was
then
super risky, but the payout, if it worked, was so big that he just felt like he had to do it, and he managed to do it correctly.
But that's the thing, like if he hadn't done that super risky thing, then boom, Toxic probably kills him on the next fight, because he survives every fight with like 10 HP.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, those little moves from baksteen, really trying to cut corners as much as possible against Toxic because he knows how good he is. And so far, it worked on Lost World. So 2-1.
And the next map is going to be ZTN. So if baksteen wins ZTN, the decider will be Toxicity. And Tox wants to close it up before Toxicity. He doesn't want to play that map.
Could be interesting here. Stuff is starting
but
to...
this map is also not the strongest map from Tox. So Tox was hoping to close it in the 3-mapper.
Here we are, we're getting live here. It's map number 4.
4, yes.
Map number 4. baksteen taking it back on Lost World, but can he tie up the series 2-2 on Lost World? About to find out as he gets a worse spawn than Toxic. This is not good for baksteen. Toxic gets a lot of stuff here.
Oh god, he gets the red, the mega, and the LG.
And the rail.
And the rail. Oh, just test for a restart right now.
Yeah.
This isn't fair.
And here he has to predict, is Toxic going to rocket jump up to the grenades?
Tox doesn't have rockets though.
Oh, he doesn't have rockets? Okay. It's the one thing he doesn't have. Has everything else. But the least baksteen can do is not to give away a frag.
Look at baksteen, he actually got the hold of the second mega. I don't think Tox was expecting baksteen to get back into the game so fast.
Yeah, that was pretty unusual actually. You don't normally see that.
Very well played for baksteen.
And baksteen managed to somehow, some way, how did he do this? How did he get so much armor and stack? But Toxic comes in with just a blinding lightning gun aim and just decimates him.
Yeah, I mean, baksteen was doing the right thing in like, he knew that he had the advances on the rockets, so he wasn't let Tox get the rockets. He actually gets a mega now, but Tox's LG is just too good for him. Oh god. It's like baksteen is doing all the right decisions and then just Tox LG.
And Toxic coming on to baksteen once again with a lightning gun, and that's going to be all she wrote right there in that situation at least. And
Tox, this is definitely the start of ZTN that he wanted.
Yeah, all the pressure's on baksteen to make a miracle happen. To come back, he needs to swing back control, and to do that, it's going to take him time. Time is something he has right now, but it is something that won't last forever, because as soon as he hits this 5-6 minute mark, a difference like this starts to become ever more frustrating, ever more pressuring on his position, because to build up on Blood Run, it can take you a good 2 minutes sometimes, and that you just don't have the time. And baksteen going to go for this engagement. Brilliant choice there. Spots Toxic, he's going to rocket jump up for the red, come out, deal the damage, back away. And that's how you're going to do it. And oh wow, Toxic reading the trap there. And baksteen can fall onto the 25s. There he does just that. And Toxic falls back onto the 50 that's not there. So baksteen just reverse control potentially. He has to pick up the mega, the yellow, and do damage onto Toxic as he goes for the red. That's what baksteen has to do. He gets the mega. Can he deal damage onto Toxic now? No, he can't. It's the opposite. And that's bad for baksteen.
Yeah. That rail there just stopped all the baksteen momentum. It needs to get the next yellow.
It tells Toxic, those two rails tell Toxic that he can make a challenge onto red now. Or mega, his choice.
Yeah, it's positioned at the red. He's definitely going to try to get one of those, unless baksteen comes up with some ridiculous rail angles.
And there is baksteen setting up the railgun. And there's the angle, and he hits it. But the Toxic's not done though.
I don't think he's going to rocket jump. Oh, that's good damage. Oh, and that rail just tells him I can just rocket jump.
Yeah, and that's all mine. baksteen back, and that's not good news for baksteen. He's going to go. Oh, he pushed. This could be huge. He pushes Toxic down as he jumps, and baksteen with 4 points of health again turns the situation
but there's
on
no
its
50
head.
for him. He doesn't have any health behind him, and Toxic's just going to go.
Oh, the plasma's so good.
Oh my god.
What's Toxic on?
It's on 40 and baksteen was on 3.
Oh, the rockets!
The mega's there for him. What is this?
Oh, he hits the rails. Toxic drops down to the shards and he gets the kill. One frag tying up, almost to tie up this game now. Just one frag from 3. And baksteen, after that start, is making a comeback. But, I mean, there's so much time left in the game, and I cannot believe the antics these players are getting up to. It's ridiculous.
I don't even understand how baksteen taking it so close, so early. Oh, and he's gonna get another frag in here. He just tied up the game.
baksteen.
Impossible situation. Impossible. Impossible even. I'm making worse again. Oh, and baksteen. Tox can't even connect with anything. And baksteen, if he rocket jumps up, the red's gonna be his as well.
Perfect
Great rocket.
On the approach to that bridge.
Tox on 30 HP. And baksteen double backs, misses the rail though. That would give him the kill. So he's probably gonna miss out on the top yellow armor. But it's all okay. He still has the control of the game.
Baksteen sure is making this an exciting game. That is for certain. Right now though, a lot of work to do. 5 minutes hit and it's just a tight game, so you can't get too carried away just yet. There's the red.
And the mag is coming up and Tox is there. Tox needs...
Oh
wow,
no,
the
bad
rocket!
rocket!
And the LG, he gets the flip. What is this?
That's so unfortunate for baksteen, but can he salvage this?
Is he actually jumping to get the LG angle? What is it?
Oh man, Toxic's
He's not connecting.
Toxic's hubris is costing him a lot of health there because he lost like 100 health of
Yeah, now he can't even challenge for the red.
and that's because of overconfidence. It's because he thought he'd hit the rail. And baksteen stuck out there. I can't believe he did that, but he did, and Toxic missed.
And I cannot even believe that Tox was positioned for that mega. He needed perfect rockets to hit right out the start.
And baksteen hit himself in the face as well.
Yeah.
Let's not forget. And he comes onto the mega mid-fight, hits it, but the fighting skills of Toxic are just out of this world.
Seriously, it's just ridiculous and disgusting right now.
Toxic now is going to have position on red. He's going to scoop it up, and for no damage received at all, and that's perfect for him. And oh god, baksteen in a terrible position now.
Oh, and he's probably going to die again.
Yeah, Toxic.
Does Tox want to frag right now? Oh, great rocket by baksteen.
That's quite funny. Tox read the bluff twice, and then he goes to try. He thinks the bluff's going to happen again, but there's a rocket there instead.
Oh, and look at baksteen. He just stole the mag. How is he getting back into this so fast? How is he coming up with these moves?
I don't know, but Toxic guarding the shards. It's going to drop back towards the plasma. Yeah, gets baksteen hit. There he is. He finds him. Bit of damage, a lot of damage in fact with the LG. Every bit of damage is amazing as baksteen hit. And baksteen has to again make miracles happen. Oh, the damage.
Oh, the grenades there. baksteen on
so
12 HP and Tox rocket jumps up and he's gonna get all the resources on the map.
This is the point where you're like, okay, baksteen, it's 3 frags. There's 3 minutes left. This is getting to the point where it's not doable anymore. So you have to make the next play. It has to be a play that counts. It has to be a play that makes the game for you. You cannot waste this next chance. If there is a next chance.
Exactly. First he needs to create the next chance.
Let's see if we can do that. Baksteen. This is match point for Toxic. So if Toxic wins this, it's all over for you, good sir. I'm speaking like you can
He's
hear
trying
me.
to delay Tox at the red. At the mega. He might have delayed him enough to rocket jump to the red, but does he want to do it? He does it. So early on he stole the red, and now he actually has some stack to fight Tox with.
Oh no, this is a bad place to get caught.
Oh no, he did not want to get caught there.
Worst case scenario is a reality for baksteen. Toxic does miss that rail though. If he connected that rail, that's game over basically. Baksteen needs stack. He needs stack so he can make a challenge, so he can win a fight, so he can make an ambush count.
Oh, look at Tox.
This is gonna be so hard.
Yeah, he just knows he can drop onto baksteen like that.
And there you go, 4 frags now. Baksteen's forced to having to hit evil grenades to make this a reality.
Evil did eat those grenades, which is the most insane thing.
2 minutes left. 4 frags still. Tox with just peeking in, a bit of damage here, a bit of damage there. Always constantly keeping baksteen at odds with decisions because he never has to stack. Because of the pressure of Toxic is just too great. And he's going to even read this. And good damage from baksteen there, but he did receive quite a bit in turn. And he will drop, and that red is up there for Toxic basically to take from a rocket jump. And will baksteen hit this shot? That's the question. Oh, he's going to go for the jump with like 10 HP. And he's gonna fall.
Yeah, and there.
That is a good game. Baksteen calls it, and that was a great game. I mean,
it was
9-3. It doesn't, it seems like a big scoreline.
Weren't
but
like
the
all
first
the
6 minutes were incredible.
All the maps kind of closed down at 93.
Yeah, more or less something like that. They were very close games. So props to baksteen for really
Yeah.
showing some really good performances, much better performances than we've seen from him in quite a while. So really looking forward to seeing more from baksteen. Hope to see you keep playing, man. Keep it up. And congratulations to Toxic, who now just won the second Summer Cup for the road to QuakeCon, winning a few matches on Cure, showing that he has some great skills there, as does baksteen. So I hope to see him at QuakeCon. We don't know yet. It's not confirmed if Toxic will be there, but hopefully he'll make it there. So congratulations again to Toxic. Anything you want to say, Ince?
No, just I think this is the first FACEIT one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
this is
'Cause
actually
he usually
the
gets
first.
stopped by Evil.
Yeah.
No, Toxic gets stopped by Toxic. No.
What is this?
Yeah, so there you go, guys. Remember, if you've been enjoying the action, you can support us by hitting the follow button, which lets you get notified every time you go live. The increase of numbers always helps us. And of course, if you want to get involved in the Quake action, then you can go play on FACEIT.com at Quake Live. If you've never played it before, it is a free-to-play game. You can go to QuakeLive.com, set yourself up with an account, and you can play. And so I guess that's going to be it. We have the North American Cup after this. We'll have like a quick break. The North American Cup, I think, starts in an hour. So
Yeah, I believe so.
So we'll have a break, guys, and we'll be back with the North American Cup. So see you then.